How long does Matthew Stafford have with Rams, and is he really healthy? How much longer does Matthew Stafford have in LA, and can we trust that he's really healthy? The Los Angeles Rams enter the 2023 season with some uncertainty at the quarterback position. While Matthew Stafford played at an elite level in 2021, that level dropped last season before he was shut down after just 9 starts. Hello Rams fan, to subscribe to the channel, share and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any news from the team. Stafford never really got going last year. He began the season on a pitch count after elbow surgery in the summer. This affected his chemistry with players like Allen Robinson, who the team had brought in as a free agent to replace Odell Beckham Jr. Even before getting shut down, Stafford ranked outside the top 20 in many quarterback metrics. Now, Stafford is another year older, coming off of multiple concussions and a spine injury. For any player, let alone a 35-year-old quarterback, that's something to be concerned about. That's not to mention that the Rams aren't necessarily honest when it comes to injuries of their players. The Rams consistently downplayed Stafford's elbow injury throughout the offseason. Even after the season opener loss to the Buffalo Bills, Stafford said, "I feel good, feel great. Obviously had a couple of extra days off. It doesn't hurt, so I feel pretty good." McVay said during training camp, "He looked like the Matthew I know." This was the consistent theme throughout the offseason. Stafford's elbow was fine and the narrative was being overplayed by the media. This was the same story with Todd Gurley's knee injury. Following the Super Bowl loss to the New England Patriots, Gurley said, "I know there's been a lot of concern about my knee, but I really am fine." McVay insisted that Gurley's knee was 100%. As we know now, Gurley was cut following the 2019 season. After denying concerns with Stafford's elbow all of last year, McVay was quoted saying before the draft, "His elbow's feeling good." People forget what a big deal that was, and that was a little bit different than what we anticipated in terms of the recovery time. The issue here is that you can't downplay an injury for over a year and then turn around and say, "People forget what a big deal that was." You can't have it both ways. At this point, while McVay and Stafford both say that he's feeling good, what does that really mean? How much can we trust that to actually be the case? Kay Adams raised the question on her show, Up and Adams. Is Matthew Stafford healthy? Here's what she said. Is Matthew Stafford okay? Sean McVay said this weekend that he looks like a human jugs machine. I don't know what that means, I guess just with the way that he's firing the ball. I have concerns. Do you have concerns? It's my question. Last season there were multiple concussions. A spinal cord bruise that eventually shut down his season after 9 starts. Don't forget, even before that he didn't feel like the same guy after he had the off-season elbow surgery last summer. With the limited cap space and draft capital, LA wasn't able to do much to improve the offensive line that really struggled to protect him last year. He'll have Cooper Kupp back, but the talent around him has taken hits across the board. If Stafford can somehow get back to his usual self, and maybe he can, he gives the Rams a chance to compete for a playoff spot or at least be in the mix in the NFC. But if the injuries have taken a toll on him, which is only natural, it could be another long year in LA. That's the question, and it's a health question. Is Matthew Stafford okay? These are legitimate questions, especially after all of the retirement rumors surrounding Stafford this offseason. NBC Sports' Matthew Berry was reportedly told at the NFL Combine, the guy could barely throw last year. Retirement is still not out of the question. The Rams signed Stafford to a contract extension last offseason. That extension was deserved after Stafford had led the Rams to a Super Bowl and led 3 game-winning drives in the playoffs. 2023 will be a big season for Stafford. While it is a transition year, the Rams need Stafford to not only remain healthy, but play at a level that they can feel comfortable with as they look to be competitive once again in 2024.